What is your name?
Rosanna Bellanich.
And how old are you?
Oh, it's so many. I'm going to be 81.
When were you born? What year? Or what's your birthday? February?
February the 5th, 1935.
And where were you born?
In Piemonte, Italy.
Do you remember what were your parents' names?
My father's name was Guglielmo Giovanni. My mother was Adelaide.
Adelaide?
Yeah.
That was her name? Beautiful. Do you remember her last name?
Persolio.
Persolio. So you were born, and what was it like then? Did you say that they were very well-to-do? That they had a lot of money?
Yeah, my father, he was wealthy when I born.
Why? Was it family or?
Family.
So where did you live? Did you live in a big house?
No, it was like a camp. I don't know how you can say this one.
Yeah.
This house, they have a lot of ground around.
Did you have a lot of outdoor space that you could run around?
Oh, yeah.
Did you have animals? Do you remember?
Yeah, rabbit, chicken, this one.
Yeah. So was it in the country or in a small town?
Was a small town.
So you knew everybody?
Oh, yeah.
Cable company again for the 5th time.
So, okay, so you lived there and you did not have any brothers and sisters, right? But were you close to your cousins and aunts and uncles?
There was a little bit away.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so then you went to school, right? And then when was the war? How old were you?
When I was 5, maybe.
Oh, you're that young? The war started? Wow.
1940.
So, what happened during the war? To your family? Didn't your father get sick or something?
My father he hurt his spine,
Oh.
cutting the grass.
Mm-hmm.
Then he was in the hospital for 3 years.
3 years. Wow. That must have been difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what about your mother? How old were you when your father passed away?
I was 17.
And what about your mom?
My mom, I was 20.
You were 20. Wow. So then, what did you do?
I was a little bit in my aunt's house, helping her on the store because she had a vegetable store. And then I went to work in the house. I take care of the house, the people.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went to sew.
Where did you learn to sew?
I learned from my mother.
And could you make all kinds of things? Dresses?
Yeah.
Anything?
Mm-hmm.
So, how did you meet your husband?
Well, I went to live in my own. I rent a room. And my husband came in this apartment. He had a girlfriend and a mother of his girlfriend. Her friend wasn't there. She went in a boat. She went to work in a boat. Her mother was there with the girl. My husband and this girl, baby.
Wait,
So I met these people, and I was sewing my own, if I had a little piece of material, I was making a dress for this little girl.
Aw.
Then I become a godmother when they baptize her.
Okay.
Then this lady, the mother of my husband's girlfriend, she don't like him. And they went in an argument, they wasn't talking anymore. He was so desperate because he cannot see the baby.
Oh.
He was trying to see me to ask me for the baby.
Okay.
So I was saying I was the baby. Then one day, he bring me a pocketbook, a present. And I said, what is this present for? He said to me, because you're so nice.
Mm-hmm.
You give me my daughter information. Huh? After that, he invited me to go have a drink. So we went to have a drink, and we start right there.
Sky. So you had a drink,
Yeah,
and you sort of started to like each other?
yeah.
Mm-hmm. And did he break up with the other girlfriend?
No, I don't break up because she wasn't there. She was in the boat.
She was in the boat?
She was working in the boat. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then what happened?
Then what happened, we went to live together. We rent a room.
Mm-hmm.
And from there we got married.
So you lived together first?
Yeah.
Okay then, Mark, you were right.
That's a good one.
Nona, look at you. So then, what about the little girl, though? He must have missed her.
Yeah, they don't let him see the girl.
Really?
Once in a while he was going to see the girl.
I see. So then, when did you decide to, okay, so then you got married, and then you got pregnant,
Then I cannot become pregnant. I remember my husband, he has work outside. He was going to work outside like Padua, Florence, different city. And we went in Padua. We went in a church. And near where there was St. Anthony Valley.
okay.
Yeah, I asked St. Anthony to give me a grace to have a baby.
Really?
When I went back home in Genoa, I was pregnant.
St. Anthony did it.
Huh?
You should, so is that why you named your son Anthony?
Yeah, from my father, you know.
So in a church, he has Anthony as a first name.
Oh.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Wait, your name's Anthony? Hello, Anthony.
I got a long name.
Anthony
Marco, Ladislav,
His first
Ricardo.
name is Anthony.
Anthony.
Yeah, we just knew this from the video.
No, it's not.
On his birth certificate,
You
what
never
is his
told
name?
us that.
No, I mean maybe.
Yeah, but it's not. It can't be his first name is Anthony. Maybe it's his middle name.
It's a name just more, one after the name.
So his name, it can't be his first name. Maybe it's Marco Anthony Ladislao.
It was Anthony Marco Ladislao.
You didn't know that? Usually when they give you the first name in church, that's the name you go by.
Did you know that she couldn't get pregnant till she prayed to Saint Anthony?
Yeah.
Well,
Where did your daughter go?
It's not working.
we're getting ready.
I'm not a woman.
You can't even see it.
Okay, let's get her ready for her interview here.
We're in the process of putting some makeup on for this interview that Leslie's going to
Professional interview.
professionally do.
Okay. Oh, much better. Yeah. Good. Good. Let's see. No. Let's get these lips going. A little bit.
Where are the lips?
Sky, a little bit more. I can barely see it.
The lighting is very bad in here.
Good. Very good. Good. Good.
Ma,
She should have her
Trey,
teeth
dentro,
on for this
dentro.
interview, wouldn't you think?
oh
There
my
they are. They're fine. They're right there. All the better to bite you with.
Yeah.
Okay, so what year did you get married? Do you remember? 1956? And then Marco was born in 1957,
7.
right after you prayed and it worked. So,
Dad, can I go sit in the car?
what about, where did you have him? In the hospital? In Genoa?
Yeah.
And then, wow, you had a baby? You must have been so excited at that time.
I remember it was the last day of the year,
Yeah.
and he was saying, "Are you going to have a baby now?" I was saying, "You want to come out?" I
Yeah.
can't hold on, nothing to do.
Wow.
So he born before New Year's Year.
What's your birthday?
31st.
Oh, December 31st.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So, one day later he would have been
Yeah.
1958. Okay. So you had a boy. Everything came out okay.
Okay, yeah.
And then, so you lived in Piemonte with,
No, this was in Genoa.
oh, and so you lived in Genoa at that time? Okay, and what kind of work was Nino doing, your husband? What was his full name?
His full name, Antonio Ladislao Bellanich.
Okay. And he was born in Croatia, in the tiny town. But when he married you, you guys lived in Genoa.
Yeah. He was in Italy a long time before.
Oh, okay. I see. So what kind of work was he doing?
This time he was working on the ship, different place. He was doing the floor, special floor.
Okay. So he's working on the ship. Like a cruise ship, or what kind of...
Any kind of ship.
Okay, so...
Was floor, you know.
Okay. So he didn't get seasick.
No,
Okay. So then you had Marco, you had a little baby, and then how many years later did you get pregnant with Paolo?
2 years.
Only 2 years. Did you have to pray anymore?
No,
Just worked.
happened.
Just happened. So, did you make it to the hospital okay with Paul?
Or I have it home.
Home.
At home?
Yeah.
Did you mean to have him at home?
And then the nurse,
Midwife.
¿cómo se dice?
Midwife.
Midwife. The midwife was there, and I had pain. She stayed there until I had the baby.
Oh, so you knew you were going to have him at home.
Mhm.
Was Antonio there as well? Nino? At that time?
Yeah.
Oh, so he watched the whole thing happen?
Mhm.
Did he catch him?
Mhm.
Did he catch him when he came
No.
out of you?
I was in a marble table.
Marble. Wow. Wasn't that cold?
This was the only one we had.
Wow. Well, your hips were made for birthing. So then, how old were the little boys when you lived in Italy? Like, when did you come to the United States? How old were they?
It was
Mark?
62. From 57 to 62.
Okay.
Marco was 5.
4.5.
Okay, so in 1962, you decided, let's go to America? Were you nervous?
No. Nino, he was a request from his father. Because his father was in America.
Oh, his father was in America?
Yeah, it was a long time.
Oh, really?
And then by this,
He had a store in
lately,
the city.
he came home in Yugoslavia. Before he came home in Yugoslavia, he called his son in
Okay,
United States.
I see.
Then come the request
Okay.
from his father, so I was married with him. I have the right to come.
Ah. So did he go first and then you joined him, or did you all go together?
Together.
And where did you stay at first? Whose house?
In my brother-in-law's house,
Oh, okay. So what was his name?
Giovanni.
Oh, okay. So you all lived with Giovanni.
Staten Island.
Oh, in Staten Island?
No,
No. Where?
Spring Valley.
Spring Valley.
Long Island.
So you lived in in Spring Valley?
No, just 1 month.
No,
For-
we're Spring Valley and where you live.
For how long?
1 month in
Oh,
Spring Valley.
Only 1 month. And then you moved to Union City, or?
No, we moved in
Newark.
Newark.
Newark? Oh.
And we stayed a few years there. And then we went to Union City because there I had a cousin.
Mm-hmm.
And they said it was a nice job. And we went in this city. This job was superintendent.
Mm-hmm.
My superintendent of a big place.
I see.
It was like when you rent hall for dance,
Yes.
bar, yeah.
Okay. So, did you have friends weren't you involved in the Italian club at that time?
Nah, we don't have no time.
Okay.
He was the
So,
president of the Italian club.
okay, so then you lived in Newark, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Then we went to Union City.
okay. And then when did Robert come along?
Robert, come along.
19,
Here.
1964, right?
Yeah.
In
So
Newark.
you were here 2 years?
2 from Italy and 2 from here.
Right. But you came over in 1962, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 years later you had Robert.
Robert.
Okay, so you had another boy. Wow.
And then another boy.
And then another boy. Did you ever think you'd have a girl?
We was looking for a girl all the time.
Every time you looked, no girl.
A boy.
So, Robert was almost born on the kitchen table too, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think he wanted to come out. So he was born in the States. And then,
Dammi uno, Marco.
what do you remember? How far back can you remember coming? You don't remember living in Italy, right?
No.
But then you came here. What was it like living as a young child?
Small.
What can you remember?
I don't remember much, to tell you the truth.
Why not?
I don't know.
Do you remember your dad much?
No, not really.
What do you mean, not really? If I remember, you remember.
I don't know. I'm not ready to do this. I don't know. I can't remember.
Well, just think of a story that you remember about him, real quick.
Get back to you. I gotta get back to you.
Well,
What I remember?
Well, tell her the story about your mother.
No, I don't want to tell you that. No.
Tell her the story. It's a nice story. It's a family
what?
story.
What story is that?
No.
Well, the Mark and his best friend Nick were walking. They were teenagers, and they were walking down the street where
Yeah.
they lived in Union City.
We're sitting on the.
And they're sitting. No, you're sitting on the stoop, and here comes this beautiful blonde woman, and they're looking at her, and they're looking at her, and she had her back to them. So they're making comments, you know, look at this nice woman, you know. She turns around. Who it is? Rosanna.
Oh gosh, that's horrifying.
Because their mama was a hot mama at the time.
Oh yeah,
She had a body. She had a nice, you know, shape to it.
yeah.
Yeah, Rosanna took care of herself.
Do you remember those days when you looked like a hottie,
When I look like,
like a hot mama?
Well, you like to take care of yourself. You like to
yeah,
to fix your hair. You like to get
Oh,
dressed
yeah.
up nice and go dancing.
they elect me president
President of what?
of a big club,
What kind of club?
Italian club.
Yeah.
647.
Yeah. And then when did you open Rosanna's pub? Or Rosanna's the lounge?
When we bought the bar.
You bought the bar in Union City?
Yeah.
How old were the kids? All different ages?
Let me
all
put
teenagers.
69. Yeah.
69?
Oh, so Steve was 1 year old. So he was small.
No, when she
No.
bought the bar?
It was older. It was later than that.
Not much.
No. She bought the bar, it was in 80...
Yeah.
Not 80.
Yes.
I was married already? Oh, yeah?
No, it was before we were married. No. It was before we were married because I hated, I don't like bars. And I hated going to visit her. And she would always say, come and see me at the bar. And I didn't like the bar scene, you know, especially
79,
that bar.
78, 78,
That's because the
79.
River Sky Band wasn't playing.
That's
yeah,
right.
that's right.
78, 79, because it was 15 years old. I had that girlfriend, Suzanne Summers, that lived on 26th Street.
What?
Yep.
There was a woman before me?
Yes.
Couple.
Never.
A couple, just a couple.
He had 4 kids with that one, and then he had 2 twins. So he's got a total of 6 kids plus these 2 here, River and Sky.
That makes,
And the moon's
that's
coming
nice.
soon. It's in here, the moon.
Come and see her at the bar. And I go, so no, yeah, tonight, maybe tomorrow. I didn't like going there. So finally Mark says, we have to go. We have to go. One day we have to go. And we were engaged at the time. So I said, fine, okay, let's go see Rosanna's lounge. I walk in, what do I see? Rosanna on top of the bar.
Dancing.
Dancing.
Give me an example. What were you doing? Do you remember? Give me an
I
example.
was dancing.
Let me see. A little bit.
I can't.
Just shake the upper half. Just shake a little.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I saw. Yeah.
Did you get some tips?
No, I was doing for the customer.
That's what I mean. They liked it, right?
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
I was traumatized.
And then what happened? He marries somebody who does the same thing. This
Yeah.
one. So when did you meet Mark? How old were you?
Ah, gosh, was I 16, 17? 17. I had just come from Italy,
Wow.
and
Could you speak English well?
nope, not a word.
So
Oh,
did you
well-
speak Italian with her?
No, we spoke.
Well, by the time I met him, I had been in school for half a year, and because I'm so smart,
Yes.
I already
I chose
learned
him.
the gist of it. And my best friend
Yeah.
was going out with Mark's best friend, and she says, oh, you can meet this guy, he's Italian, and his mom is Italian, you can talk to them. And I said, yeah, sure. And
Wow. Did you think that would be, your husband for that many years?
no. It's like 41 years later, here we are.
But like when you first met him, you just thought, oh, that's a nice guy.
Yes. Yeah. It was nice. It was, there was at the beginning there was no attraction. It was just friendship.
Oh, you hear that, Rob?
No.
Oh my God. Thank you for clarifying that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was just friendship.
I remember one time she got me in a car and she said, Mom, what? I said, what? Marco, you want to go to a motel?
Who?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Yeah.
You little rascal. Some things never change. He's still saying the same thing. 41 years later.
Yes.
You're very lucky, my darling.
I don't know. Yeah. The rascal wanted to.
And I said, did you say no?
Well, what did you
I
say?
said no.
No.
I would talk to Rosanna. I would be very open with her. She was very easy to talk to, and more so than my parents. My parents are very, very strict.
Oh.
So I never spoke to my parents about anything. My mom, nothing.
So if you had told your mom that he wanted to go to a motel, they would have never let you
Oh.
see him again.
Forget about it.
Basically.
Yeah.
So,
It was a nice day when I first met her.
what? Yeah. Do you remember that day?
I do. And
What was she wearing?
I don't remember what she was wearing, but I remember what I was wearing because I got all dressed up and I brought her a dozen red roses.
How nice.
And that day, Giordano was there, was at your house. And so I met Giordano, and it was nice to talk to him. And she struck me as just a happy-go-lucky, fun woman, and which totally the opposite of my mother, very conservative. And that night we went out, Mark, I, and who else? Rada, and at the
Oh,
time
really?
she was
All those
married.
people?
Yeah, with Nick, and we went out together to New York. It was the first time that we ever.
And we went to the
We went to the Empire State Building.
No.
The World Trade Center.
World Trade Center,
Really?
the other one on
Yes.
top, in 1970.
Wow.
70?
That's you really wanted to impress Maria.
Yeah. So.
Do you remember that, going to the top of the World Trade?
No, I don't think she.
No, she was. It was just
She
me,
didn't
you,
go.
Rada, and Nick.
Wow.
Yeah, just the four.
Just the
of us.
four of us.
Did you speak Italian with Rosanna at
All
first?
the time.
Oh, so you felt comfortable then.
Oh yeah.
So you always spoke Italian to Maria.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you first met Maria? What did you think?
She was a nice girl.
Yeah, that's what you said about me, and look what happened.
Maria, I went in her parent house.
Okay.
It was a little different.
But the first time she met you, she came to your house, right?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And she had long dark hair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was
Beautiful.
was she shy or no?
Not really.
Yeah. Did you feel very close to her right away?
Not yet.
Yeah. That's so nice.
Nino was.
Yeah, what was he like?
He was great. He after talking to him for a while, we had a lot in common. He loved the fact that I ate raw fish. And one day he bought what do you call them? Giritse. They're like little tiny fish.
Yeah.
He found them, and he called me. He says, "I got something for you." So I went over there, and this was before we were married. And I went there, and he had the plate prepared with just a little lemon. The two of us sat at the table, and we had a nice little meal. Yeah.
What kind of fish?
It's small, tiny little fish that people might think that they would use it here for
Like bait.
for bait. But,
Really?
Yeah, but it was fresh.
So you had sushi together.
Yeah. He was sweet. He was sweet. I always had fond memories of him.
Was he always dressed nicely, right? From the pictures.
But, most of the time when I would see him with the one piece thing, that he wore to go to work.
Would you speak Italian with him or English?
Yeah, Italian.
He was speak less than me in English.
Yes.
Oh, really?
His English was, not as good as hers. Hers was much better.
But then, did he speak Spanish? Because you learned
Yeah.
you learned Spanish too.
Speak Spanish because he was with a company of Spanish in a boat. Artist he was.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Wait. So then, was Nino at your wedding? Yeah.
Connected to peace.
So, did you become friends with her parents or friendly?
Friends, not close friends.
Not close friends. Yeah. And then, but you're friendly with the Croatians, right?
Ah, yeah.
They're warm.
Mm-hmm.
Who were you the most friends with? Rada?
Yeah, Rada.
Yeah.
And also,
And
Gloria.
Rada now, she don't even know if I am alive.
I think she does. Remember when Paolo told you he met a girl named Maggie?
No, I don't remember.
Do you remember meeting her for the first time?
Yeah, ma, very...
Yeah. And then they got married.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had 4 boys. And Mark and Maria had 2 kids. And Robert had 4 children. So you have a lot of grandchildren, don't you? Maybe you'll be a great grandmother.
Yep.
That'd be something.
I could be.
Yeah, you could be. So, do you remember when your husband got sick? How long was he ill for?
It was a long time, Hannah.
He did. You had to take care of him?
Not really.
No.
Well, she did. She can't remember. She did.
Yeah.
She was the one that would be there all the time.
Me? Yeah.
That's what she said. She asked you if you would take care
I
of him.
was 3 times a day in the hospital.
Back and forth, yeah.
It wasn't pretty.
I was giving the endovena. I was seeing how the endovena was going down fast. Too slow, whatever, I have to go put the meterabine.
Quella del mangiare.
Yeah,
Intravenous.
Intravenous.
Now, did he ever see his daughter again after you moved here?
No.
Oh, that's sad. So but they do have a sister somewhere?
Mhm.
Your children have a half sister?
They know, man, now they don't even...
Right. Yeah.
What was her name?
Yeah, what was her name? Do you remember?
I try to remember.
Yeah, you
Now
told
I
me.
don't.
I forgot.
Did it start with an S?
She told me. Of course, she'd be older than you guys, so she's
Yeah.
probably in her 60s.
I wonder what her last name is.
Rio, I think.
Rio? R-I-O?
The last name?
Reo or Rio?
Elizabeth.
Ah.
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. Well, she may have gotten married and... God, how would you even... And she lived in Genoa?
Mm-hmm.
And what was her parents' names?
It was her mother. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Her mother is the one she was living in the same apartment where I was living. Yeah, she rent a room over there.
Right.
As I rent a room over there.
Mm-hmm. Are you glad you moved to America?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever wish that you were back in Italy?
I was back in Italy and I could be all the time thinking about this girl.
Ah.
If she was going.
You mean the daughter? Oh. I see.
Not the daughter, the wife, the girlfriend.
Oh, the girlfriend. Oh,
Yeah, she if she was back in, she's saying if she was back in Italy, she would be thinking that, you know, that they would still see each other.
do you think he was in love with the girlfriend?
I think so.
But do you think he was in love with you also?
I think he was in love with her more sexually.
Really? Why do you think that?
Probably gave head.
Well,
Passcode.
I
Where
think
do you get to the
he
passcode?
loved you a lot.
You had to
He had
reach
4
that
children with
You
you.
just go to the
Here.
yeah, you connect, and they'll ask you for
He
it.
had 4 children with me, or he had
And
to
it's
clean
connected.
his
Is it connected
pee-pee.
to that one?
No.
It says connect. That's what it is.
How do you turn the volume?
Well,
Right there.
were you in love with your
So
husband?
Still Joy? That's the right
Yes,
one?
I love her.
You loved him.
Why did you do it again? 'Cause I think
And
it
you
was
miss
connected,
him?
No?
Yeah, see
Yeah.
how you did it.
What do you miss about him?
His
Well, I
company.
think once it's in there, it doesn't ask you again to do the password.
No,
Once it's
his
in the memory,
company.
that's it.
Yeah. You think he'd be excited to see what everybody's doing?
Oh, yeah.
You know, it stays in the memory, the password.
So what was he? Was he the life of the party?
It's not connected?
Everybody liked him?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They asked me to put the code in. That's, you know, when it first sees it.
I was more...
Social? He was shy?
a little bit, not too much.
Yeah. Well, this was a great interview. And we are...
Learned what Bocchino means, too.
He was 10, 11 years old than me.
Oh, he was... Really? I didn't know that. Oh, he was 10 years older.
9.
Oh, 9.
My
Okay.
father's age. He would have been 89.
I see. So, what do you want everyone to know about Rosanna?
Then I love everybody. I am very lonely. And then I want to see all of you in good position.
69?
Yes, it's more.
Good position?
Good position.
The dog is here.
Good health and good position.
The dog
What does that mean, good position?
Here?
You don't have to suffer
the doggy.
to keep going. You know, you have the money to keep going.
Right.
Oh!
Mama.
Love.
All right, your
Nice.
turn. River,
Oh, River.
Hi.
let me give you a hit.
Drive because I don't have the my license.
You don't have your license?
Yeah, I just...
Hello.
Here. No, hey.
Better than your piscina.
You can't hear.
You can't hear.
No, she hears a little better. I got another hearing aid.
Really?
Different one, yeah.
Here, interview me hugging her. The interviewer.
The interviewer here. What, did you like that interview?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Always more.
What'd you like
There's
about
always
it?
more to dig in and find.
there's a lot more.
Okay.
There's a lot more to go.